But I've basically avoided the beef they had about this second verse because it's obviously just a way for them to both garner attention to their channels, and I'm just not going to take part in it.
I just don't understand how someone could do that.
Hello there, today's going to be one of those videos which is a bit more serious. If you want something a little bit more lighthearted, check out the video I uploaded a couple of days ago as a lyric breakdown of Jake Paul's new song. And we are going to be talking about that today, but I'm also going to be having a little rant. So strap in. Now, I said I didn't really want to get involved in this because it's not what I'm really striving to do with my channel at the moment, but I really take issue with some of the things that Jake Paul is saying and doing at the moment. So today we're going to be looking at two of his most recent vlogs and a vlog by Alissa Violet, and for once, no shit music. Now, I've made a few notes on what I want to talk about in this video, but in general, I'm just going to take the 3 videos and we're going to go through them. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So a bit of context about the second verse. If you don't already know what it is, I mean, hundreds of YouTubers have made videos about this, so I will be surprised. But if you don't know what it is, the second verse is referring to Logan Paul's second verse of a diss track he made towards Jake Paul after Jake Paul made a diss track over his song. And it's basically been the source of loads of YouTube clickbait recently. Jake Paul released a video called Here's the Second Verse and then didn't show us it. And then he released one called Listening to the Second Verse Made Me Cry. And that's the one we're going to be looking at today, and then 2 videos which have come from that. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the clickbait. Made me cry. Yeah, those are real tears.
To take the girl that I loved and do that,
it's just so cringy. We're gonna go on to what he says about this girl later on in the video.
when you bring in someone who I loved who cheated on me, I got over that thing, that human being that's just worthless.
So remember that, the person who is in the second verse cheated on Jake, okay? But before we go into the context for that, let's watch the end of this video.
And I'm gonna be the good brother for continuing not to drop it. Like, this is between Logan and I, and you guys are just watching.
What he says here is that he's not going to involve people in it. You've literally pulled in millions of views around this, and now you're saying you're not going to drop the diss track. Ugh. And then to top it off, all his friends are already outside to burn it, which just shows that it was pre-planned. How fake can you get? And he's trying to spread a positive message about community on YouTube, and then...
I'm done saying the F word. Don't say the F word, kids. Don't swear. Buy this merch, but don't swear.
Don't forget to buy my merch.
Fuck off.
For real, the moral of today's vlog is to expose yourself to the worst things, your worst fears in life.
Expose yourself to your worst fears in life. If your worst fear is your brother dropping a diss track on you, well...
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
And to further that, then Alissa Violet dropped a video on him. Remember the person that apparently cheated on him? But before we go into that, I'm not going to do this in like a chronological order. I want to see his apology first. You know, just to put it into perspective. He talks about the community coming together and stopping hate because obviously by this point he'd received so much more. And I made a mistake because in my lyric breakdown there was a line which I completely ignored. I'll show you that now.
I kick them out if they ain't with the crew. Yeah, I'm talking about you begging for attention, talking shit on Twitter too.
And that is him attacking Alissa Violet. The hypocrisy. So stop calling out other YouTube channels for cyberbullying when you do it yourself.
It's every day, bro. It's not just I vlog every day. It's not just I work out every day. It's not just smile every day. Let's make change every day.
I want to be sick. So at this point he hadn't seen the Alissa Violet video, and then he adds a bit onto the end of the video where he responds to that.
And we both know at the end of the day, we both really, really care about each other a lot.
Look at how much he's backtracking. From attacking her in a diss track, to even calling her out when he watches the second verse. And now he's saying that he really cares about her. Right. And to top it all off,
Alissa, I think that we should be owning up, and if we want to talk about this, it should be in person and not over the internet.
to then say that the drama between them shouldn't be publicized and it should be sorted out in person. Oh my god. That's pretty much just proof to the fact that he's in the wrong. He was happy to publicize it before when he was dropping it in a song or calling her out when he listens to the second verse. But he's seen her video and gone, fuck. Now, if you watch that apology video, you probably assume that maybe they were in a relationship and they both cheated on each other and it ended in like a massive argument and then they split up or whatever. It sounds very mutual. It sounds like they were both hurt. But oh boy, could that not be further from the truth? Before I go into Alissa Violet's video, I'm fully aware of the fact that she may be lying, it may be clickbait, we may all be being played here, but I do side with her for the simple reason that Jake Paul has been lying to his audience over the last week anyway. I mean, the clickbait about him crying and he doesn't even cry, the fake positivity shit, I can't handle it. As always, the original videos are in the description if you want to check out her video. It's quite long, but in summary, she moved out to LA with Jake Paul after they met in Ohio. They started getting up to stuff whilst also being involved with each other in a business and living together, but at the same time, Jake Paul was kind of manipulating her in the sense that he was fucking all kinds of people, whilst also at times telling her that he loved her, and then preventing her from having guys in the house. Then she had sex with one guy, which is where the cheating allegations come from. Although I would at this point say that it may have been more than one guy, we just don't know. And then she was kicked out. Now, I'm not going to say that Jake Paul wasn't upset by all this, because he was, probably enough to kick her out the house. But by patronizing her and calling her out, being the bigger man by saying, oh, you shouldn't have made a video about it, but then also saying that she's a horrible person and calling her out in your own song, that makes you a cunt. You made that drama for yourself. You kicked her out, you blocked her from contacting you, and then you called her out in your songs. It's really helping to put things in context for me on YouTube. Some of the douchebaggery, yes, I just used that word, that is commonplace on YouTube, it really gets to me. But it's been a long time since I've seen something on YouTube so fake and so dislikable. But my message to Jake Paul would be, cut the positivity. You're getting 100,000 plus dislikes on every video you make. Get real, stop lying to your audience, and sort it out. Anyway, I'm done with this video. I'm fully aware that some of the Jake Paulers might find it, and if you do, then hey, enjoy disliking. But if you have enjoyed the video, please do leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new or have not done so already, and I'll catch you next time.